An idea on a napkin and it became a limitless scale tech company poised for exit. What if you had a vision of eliminating an inefficiency in your community, industry, or the world, and you had a chance to co-found a company and bring this product or service to the market? What if we could positively impact every social issue with tech? 10x Tech Tank is the #1 daily show for everything tech entrepreneurship. And whether you are technical or not, you will learn, be inspired, and witness transformation in the making. People will share tech ideas on napkins. People will showcase minimum viable tech products. People will explain their cash-flowing tech companies looking for acceleration. And if the person is right, and their idea is right, and the market is right, and the business model is right, then there's a great chance you will witness some serious magic. We are on a mission to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. And we invite you to make history with us. Together, we achieve more.
Welcome to 10x Tech Tank. I'm Jared Yellin, and I'm here with
Eric Noslavsky.
Eric. How excited are you to come back and sit next to me right now?
I am, sitting next to you, of course, is going to be the biggest part of that I'm excited for in Miami. But of course, there's other things as well. So I would say I'm a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 11 out of 10. Everything else takes But listen, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going on the journey with us. I'll never forget the moment when I realized that my calling as an entrepreneur is to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. I called a few people that were on my team at that time. They said they were in, and the rest is history. And we've really started the process. The amount of momentum that we've built since that moonshot showed up in my mind and pulled me to it and pushed me to it is off the charts. We've had over 14,000 people submit their tech ideas. Over 14,000 people from around the world shared their dreams with us. And I'm so proud to say that we have over 100 companies in our portfolio in 1 year. What we've been able to accomplish in this first year has never been done before. And we've laid the foundation to do what I call the 4-minute mile in entrepreneurship. Roger Bannister was once told it was physically impossible to run a 4-minute mile. No human being can do it. But he didn't choose to listen to that story. He had a different story. And the story was one of success. And when he ran the 4-minute mile, he set a new standard for every other athlete that was attempting. And this moment, every single year, there are thousands of high school athletes that are able to run under 4-minute miles because one man proved it was possible. Well, that's what we're doing here in the space of tech. We're democratizing technology. We're giving everyone a chance, regardless of their ethnicity or their skin color or their gender or their age or their geographic location or their educational background. When the right person shows up with the right idea and the right market and the right business model, we're going to give them a shot. We're going to co-found a company with them. We need your support. Because every night when we have our show, we have people pitching us from around the world, and Eric and I have no idea who's going to show up. So we're going to make a decision based on the 5 minutes that they share. And if you see something that we don't, please share in the comments below. Influence our decision, because you're helping us co-author the story of entrepreneurship, where we build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies over the next 10 years. So with that, who's the first entrepreneur coming to the tank?
What if you knew about Instagram or Slack or Clubhouse when the company was raising a friends and family round at $10,000 per person? What if you were able to see all the tech companies that Grant Cardone and Jared Yellin have co-founded in one place and invest in any that excite you? What if you were able to expand your portfolio into early stage tech companies with extraordinary founders and teams? 10x Tech Angels is the most unique investment club that you will ever find, because not only will you see some of the most innovative tech companies at the lowest valuations ever, but you will also be educated on how to pick tech winners, meet other members of our community, and experience the excitement associated with taking an early idea to exit. Become one of the founding members of 10x Tech Angels for an exclusive offer with some extraordinary bonuses. To learn more, visit 10xtechangels.com.
We are back from commercial break with another entrepreneur in the tank. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Nafisa Witcher and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. You have 5 minutes. Please share your big tech idea. We're excited to hear it.
Awesome. Are you tired of waiting in line at your favorite places? This new subscription-based application can assist with that. With just a few clicks, you can skip ahead of a ton. So I would like to present to you Standby, enhancing the experience. Ideas are the currency of the 21st century. And according to many reputable sites and main headliners, it states that retailers are losing billions in revenue due to long lines. And as of 2021 alone, 86% of US consumers have left a store without purchasing anything due to the frustration from long wait lines in the last 12 months. With customers leaving empty-handed, retailers have a problem, and they are losing an estimated $38 billion in potential sales. Additionally, a report from the Amico group found that most Americans are willing to only wait up to 8 minutes in line before abandoning their cart of potential purchases. The report also noticed that 77% of consumers are less likely to shop at the retail store again if they have a terrible experience and the long checkout line at that particular location. Today's tech-savvy, obsessed consumers want and expect an in-store retail experience to mirror the quick and easy, seamless online shopping experience. And I believe that experience is key. And customers can be in and out of the store within just minutes, and it's mind-blowing. And I believe in prioritizing the customer experience to the fullest. So how can Standby help the world? I believe that it can get customers in and out of the store within 2 to 5 minutes. And not only I have experience with paying customers. So in my past life, pretty much, a few months ago, I was a security guard and I would work at the major nightclubs in Atlanta. And I would get paid $15 an hour. And I realized, wow, I'm actually making more money from paying customers that are willing to skip the line. So I would charge anywhere between $20 to $100 per customer to skip ahead of 200-300 people. And they would actually pay that amount. And so I'm thinking in my head, what if we can do that on a merchant standpoint for a fraction of the cost? So I'm thinking of charging anywhere between $4.99 to $9.99 per month to be able to skip the line at your favorite locations. So no longer paying $20 to $100 to go in a location. You're paying between $5.99 to $9.99 monthly. And also, it's affordable for everyone in the global marketplace altogether. Because I realized also having customers that weren't able to pay that $20, that $100 to skip the line, but they would say, hey, I have 10, I have 15. So being able to cater to everyone's pockets is humongous.
Awesome. Your energy is off the charts. Let's ask some questions. How do we get it installed? So I get the need. I think most people would pay $5 to $10 a month to not wait on lines. But if everybody pays that now, there's new lines, right? Of everybody that's paying for standby. So how do we get it integrated into the mall in Aventura here that has lines to enter every single store? How do we get Sephora and Apple and all those stores to adopt this technology so that they honor it? What does that look like?
So I'm thinking of basically iPad-based, to where they would send a link to the customer, and the customer, you can either say, I'm here, I'm on the way, or I'm not coming. And it'll give you about 2 to 5 minutes. So you can either select 2 minutes, you can select 5 minutes. And when that particular cashier is completed checkout, they can go ahead and then your number would be called up. So say I'm number 7. So if I go ahead and select I'm on the way and I select the 2-minute section, then I would have 2 minutes to get to that cashier. And not only that,
that part I get. How do you get like Target to integrate this in and to honor it? How do you get Sephora? How do you get Apple? How do you get Banana Republic to integrate standby into their actual store?
because not only are they there's loss due to abandonment. So say I'm in the store and I purchase milk, I purchase eggs, I purchase meat, right? And I've been standing in line for 8 minutes long. And so as soon as if I'm like, oh man, this line's too long, I'm gonna go put that. I'm not gonna walk all the way back to the meat aisle.
How do you get them to do it? Like what makes Banana Republic in the Aventura Mall bring this technology in? Because the only way it works is unless I'm not understanding it, is the store has to honor the people that are paying on standby, because the people that are paying on standby are gonna be able to cut the line, right? So they're paying $5 to $10 a month. They can now, like, there's a line of 25 minutes at Banana Republic, but because they're paying $5 on standby, they can literally go to the front of the line, which then makes everybody else mad, but they're on standby, they're able to pay. So they don't have to wait on that line. Is that what it looks like? Or is it more about them just getting notified when it's their turn, so they can run back versus them cutting the entire line?
Right. So it is the second option, to where they would just be notified. Or I was thinking for the larger stores, as of Target, Walmart, if they have an actual cashier, so register number 5 would handle the standby customers. And that also, it removes the loss of abandonment. So the merchant isn't losing out on product. They're not losing out on resources. You know, they don't have to miss out on that pack of meat or that pack of eggs that has just been sitting out. So,
Eric, Penny, what do you got?
So do you also think that this could cause a culture problem at some of these places too? Like, I'm not sure as a customer, if I saw they were allowing people to pay to skip the line, if I would be happy about that. Have you surveyed any of these businesses to see if this is something that they would want to integrate in with?
I have surveyed, actually. Burlington would be the first place that I definitely surveyed, and I've asked many people on the lines, hey, how would you feel about paying to skip the line ahead? And they would say, yeah, man, that's great. Like, I would love to do that. I would totally do that. And I would say, what $5 a month do it? And they were like, yeah, that'd be perfect for you.
Well, so then why also do you pigeonhole yourself into $5 a month? Why wouldn't you why wouldn't you have people say, like, pay $5 a month for like access to the software, and then all of the individual stores have their own price to skip the line? Because, for instance, you were getting paid, $100 per customer for the club, and now the club knew that, and the club is just letting it happen. But now, what if the club were able to take that money officially? I think they would be interested in that. So why not have a bidding process instead? So like a SaaS fee, a subscription fee to have access to the platform, but then a bidding process for, this is our demand right now. This is how much it's going to cost to to cut the line.
Oh, that's an amazing question there that you have. I totally agree with you on that. And the way that you put that, I do believe that it all depends on the location. And like I said, like how many customers they have coming through, the lines that they have coming through, the amount of people, the traffic, foot traffic especially.
Let's see what everybody else thinks. What does everybody think about Standby? Is this an app that you paid for and used? If you had your own store, would you want people using this? What are your thoughts? Should we move forward in due diligence? Eric, what are your thoughts?
So first, I want to honor you. Your energy is awesome, and I love everything that you came with and the way that you pitched today. The only question that I have is, what kind of businesses are going to install this and who's going to honor this? Sephora, Zara, Forever 21, I don't think would, but I think a lot of the clubs that you mentioned would probably be a better target market for that. But I still have a lot of unanswered questions. I'm not saying yes to due diligence today, but I'm not saying no to due diligence either. I think we just need to go a little bit deeper into this idea. So I'd really like our team to send you 10 more questions, like our 10 question document to, help you go deeper into the idea. Because I think you're onto something, but I think there's a lot of questions around how a business is going to actually onboard this and to integrate it into their everyday business that I'm not seeing right now.
So where I stand is I was leaning more towards no for that reason, but your energy is awesome. Like I want you to pitch us a dozen ideas. I want you to pitch us every day because your energy just lights up the show. I'll go to maybe, because maybe there's something that we'll uncover as you fill out these questions, but things that you should be thinking about is I don't see how businesses will embrace this. And I also don't understand how the experience really works, because even in the nightclub setting, if people are on standby to come in because like one person has to leave or somebody else to come out, where are they on standby? Like, are they waiting in line? Do they go down to a restaurant down the street? Like where are they inside of a store? Like the Sephora, Forever 21, Banana Republic, where are they? Like, are they going to the food court, but they wanted to buy pants and a shirt? Like, where are they putting the pants in the shirt? So they're just like logistical things that I'm having a hard time understanding, which then as a result makes it challenging for me to see how we could build a tech product. But you've identified a problem, and I want to honor that. Like, no one wants to wait in line, and I'm sure there are businesses that are losing tons of money because there are long lines. So if you can solve that, there's a real play. What I heard today, I don't believe is the solution, but when you fill out this exercise, maybe you'll uncover it, and then we'll take that next step with you. Thank you for coming. Really, thank you for your energy as well. You're off the charts. After commercial break, we'll have another entrepreneur in the tank.
The insurance adjuster industry has not received much love in the space of innovation, ever. Professionals in this industry are faced with extremely arduous processes that make scaling difficult and quality of life poor. Claim Guru assists public adjusting businesses by providing powerful tools for managing every step of the claim process, from origination to settlement and beyond. In addition, Claim Guru will help professionals stay on top of their adjusting caseload, proactively guiding them through the process, which makes the customer experience significantly enhanced. Our client-centric approach helps to increase your company's capacity, providing you with the tools you need to grow and succeed. From lead management, contract execution, scheduling, claims filing, claims management, loss scoping, loss documentation, document creation and distribution, file transferring, claim activity documentation, task reminders and organization, form filling and filing, payment intake and distribution. The process is currently way too complex and time-consuming to allow for maximum profits. Until now, we invite you to take your public adjusting business to the next level by hiring a guru, the one and only Claim Guru.
I had a big no, but I'll give you benefit of the doubt. I wrote on the paper though, Jared says no, just for the record.
I think it could be an interesting idea. It's just
It's so hard. Winters would kill you.
No, I think for clubs, people would actually use that. If there was like an official way for clubs to do that.
Where would they stand?
Right next to the line.
Sideline on the airport.
Yeah. But like everybody's gonna pay for it. So now the standby is longer than the regular.
No, that's
line.
why no, they don't understand how the economics would work. You need to have a bidding process for it too.
Josh, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay, but my headset isn't.
Like there are people. See, I'm actually gonna. So you know that they pay people to wait online for like the new iPhone comes out. You pay somebody to wait online, right? You heard about that?
Idea pitched us this idea a while ago, and we were debating on whether we can move forward with it. But Josh, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
cool.
I thought you were fixing your headphones.
They're not working, so I'll just speak to the computer.
Just one motion. Let me just introduce you, and then we'll start.
Sure.
We are back from commercial break with another entrepreneur in the tank. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Josh Parsons. I'm calling from the Cayman Islands.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. You have 5 minutes, Josh. Please share your big tech idea.
Sure. All right. So great. Thanks for having me here. The idea I want to share today is called Caddy. And the reason it's called Caddy is because it carries everything that you want in one single place. The idea is pretty simple. An online platform, it's just an essential centralized cart that would allow you to shop anywhere and put all of your stuff into one cart. So you can shop to 10 places, and instead of having 10 different carts, you would have one cart that you would put it in. So it carries everything you need no matter where you shop. Can I minimize this here? At present, when you shop online, you're required to place items only in the cart that's provided by that actual website. So if you go on to Aldo or you go on to Macy's or Home Depot, Walmart, you can only put items into that one cart. This can become cumbersome if you want to buy things from many different places. You want to buy something from Home Depot, you want to buy something from Lowe's, you want to buy something from Aldo or the likes, then you have to have a cart for every single website. The idea here is just to have one cart, no matter where you shop. And then it also allows you to manage and see everything and pay for everything in one location. The solution is basically, again, to allow shoppers to put all of the items into one place from all of their websites. So everything you need in one place. Why am I the right person? Well, I just came up with this idea. I've been working in sales for all of my career since I came out of school in 2001. So I understand the high service level expectations that customers demand these days. We live in a fast-paced, ultra-competitive world where we go from where big companies eat slow to now fast companies eat slow. Not big eating small, but fast eating slow. And you know, we have to remain agile to the world around us. My economic model is the e-commerce, you know, just using the US as an example, the e-commerce market is huge. I mean, 652 billion just to Q1 to Q3 in 2021, and it's expected to increase, especially with the whole pandemic. Everyone has moved to online shopping more. People are buying more things, taking less experiences. So I think that this is the perfect time to actually get in to capitalize on those transactions. Go-to-market strategy. Well, this idea is in a very infant stage. Oops, did it go too fast? It's in a very infant stage. I'm not a website developer or app developer. I would need all of that. So at this point, it's just an idea in an incubator. So it's going to need product development. It's going to need product awareness. We're going to have to go to market, get it out there to make market penetration and then market diversification. There's no limits on who we can cater to because the online market is growing year on year. Why is 10X Incubator? I think that, I mean, I've been following Grant online for many, many years on YouTube and Instagram of the likes. And what I like is that hunger that he has. He's never satisfied. He's always want to go getter. He's very straight to the point. That he has this get things done mindset. And I think that if we want to penetrate the online e-commerce space, which is very competitive, it's very, very important and critical to have that element and component to make an entrance into the market. A focused approach to, I mean, 10X, when I saw this online, the meeting with Grant and Jared, where they're focused on assisting small ideas, you know, I think it's 1,000 companies in 10 years or 10,000 companies in 10 years. I think that that is the reason that we should partner together. Caddy was actually visualized over a motorcycle accident. So I got in a motorcycle accident and I needed all the parts and I had to go on eBay, had to go on Amazon, had to go to Suzuki.com, Palmetto Motorsports in Miami, and I had to source parts from all these different areas. And it was really hard to manage all of the payments, the shipping dates. They all had different shipping dates. They all had shipping sources where they were shipping from. And it just became cumbersome. And I had to actually run an Excel spreadsheet of what I bought from where and when they were expected to arrive. And I was like, why don't we just have one centralized cart that I can just put everything in and then select what I want, when I want, where I want from. And that is kind of where Caddy came from. And that's basically it.
Thank you for your presentation. Stop sharing your screen. So what does the competitive landscape look like? Is there anything else that comes close to what Caddy does today?
Yes. So we look at wish.com and there's some others, but they require you to go back and forth through websites. So if you want to go on one website, like you got to go to that one, and then you got to convert back to the main website. I mean, you have Amazon, you have all of those places that bring buyers and sellers together, but you're still limited to what they have available on that website. With Caddy, we carry no products. So if you are buying from Amazon or you're buying from eBay or you're buying from a retailer, you can put whatever you want from wherever you want in that one place.
So like Wish is, because that's what I was wondering when you go there. So they're a public company. They've raised over $2 billion. Is what you're trying to accomplish, I know you're not technical, do you believe it's technologically viable to have all of these online retailers, these e-commerce platforms allow centralized purchasing? Because what you said that Wish is doing that you're not going to do is people are able to go and like they have to still go to those other places. How are you going to avoid that? Like how are you going to avoid them bouncing around to find the products on these other e-commerce sites versus just staying on Caddy?
Well, how I envision it working is that maybe you can have two screens. So you can share your screen between the website that you're shopping and then the Caddy. And then when you buy in this one, you'll see it populate on the other side. And then you go to another website and then it will populate. So you want to buy a shirt from Express, you populate that in your Caddy. You want to buy a shoes from Aldo, it populates in your Caddy. You want to buy something from Target, it populates in Caddy. And then you will be able to choose what you want.
So, and I can see how a consumer would want to use this, but would these e-commerce companies, would they want you to be using this? What's in it for them?
The e-commerce companies?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now they can focus on their core product. So now they don't have to worry about people taking items and selling them on other websites. They can just focus on what they do and then use your cart. So your cart is just another avenue for them to get their product out there.
But
Because
But a lot of these e-commerce companies that you're talking about, like
Yeah.
their core product is the data. Like their core product is not the product that they're selling. Their core product is the fact that they control everything about the experience and the data that goes along with the experience. So now they'd be giving that up to your product. So then what's in it for them?
A retailer that is selling. So e-commerce sites, you're absolutely correct, where they just get the data from the buyer and the data from the seller, right? Now, for a online retailer, people who are selling their stuff online, they would be able to, because you don't want your customers limited to what they can buy. You want to have the offer. So if I am buying, say, let's use an example, a suit of clothes, right? I may go to Macy's and they may not have everything that I want. So I may see a shirt in Macy's and then I need to go to somewhere else to find a pants. I got to go somewhere else to find the shoes because Macy's is only limited to what they carry, which is totally fine, right? Now, if I see that I have a pants from one place, I can go to another place and buy from them. And Macy's has to do absolutely nothing. And I can pair all of my items together. Does that make sense?
It still makes sense to me from the consumer perspective.
Yes.
The consumer, I think it's a win. My concern is the e-commerce platform, I believe, could prevent this from happening unless it's really worthwhile for them. And I'm not convinced it's worthwhile for them, which means that I think they make it very difficult. Eric, are you grappling with that as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's my concern, is like your dependency is on the e-commerce platform enabling this, because if they don't enable it, it can't happen. And we got to figure out, like, why would they want to enable it? Like, are we like, for example, like, would an e-commerce website double their sales because of this? Like no, but like if we could like find some objective thing that would lead to better results for the e-commerce platform versus them just having people shop, because they don't really care if it's inconvenient for you, right? Like when you had your motorcycle, when you were going to like 6 different websites to buy, like they don't really care. They just want to make sure that you're buying from them. And I'm curious if making it so easy to centralize all your purchases actually them losing business. Like, I don't know, like maybe not. So I'm just trying to think from their perspective, because like we try to de-risk everything. Like that's one of the things.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not sure. I just kind of look at it as PayPal. So PayPal is a centralized place for payments. So it doesn't matter if you're using your credit card, what credit card you're using, and that PayPal link is on most retailer websites. So this would just be a centralized thing, but for products as opposed to payments. So you can have a link on someone's website, similar to how you have
websites. Like they're still going. So if that's what it was, you get it, right? Like if this was like Caddy was a new thing, like I want to get a shirt at Banana Republic, so I add it to my Caddy cart, but then I'm going to go to Target, I'm going to get toothpaste there, I'm going to add it to my Caddy cart. Like, so that part I get. But I think that's what Wish does, right? Isn't that how they kind of operate, or no?
Similarly, yeah.
Got it. All right, let's see what the audience thinks. What are your thoughts on Caddy? Is this a platform that you would use if you have an e-commerce website? Would you want your consumers to have an easier buying experience so they can buy across all different e-commerce platforms at the same time? Eric, what are your thoughts on next steps?
So I think you've definitely identified a problem, one, and then two, you've identified a solution that your customers would definitely want to use. I could see why a lot of customers would want to use this platform. And then there's multiple revenue opportunities because there's so much money moving around in these things. But like I said before, I'm really not sure how you would get the e-commerce company to give up this data and then also do it in a way that's different from what Wish is doing as well. So I'm a no for due diligence for now, but like I'm open to being proven wrong. And those are the things that I'd be looking for.
Yeah, I really like you. You definitely have identified a problem. That is for sure. And it's a problem that everyone that's watching this right now is like, I have that problem. I have that problem. I have that problem. I just don't know if this is the solution to that problem, because the key with technology is it's difficult to scale. I mean, anything, but it's really difficult to scale tech. So the whole premise of scaling a tech company is you want to try to remove as much friction as possible. And the whole goal is that all of the characters that you're going to need to play together, you want them to want to play together. And I think that the major character here, which is going to be the e-commerce platform, is not going to want to play with the platform, is my gut. But like Eric said, I love being proven wrong. I love it. So prove us wrong. Go do some more due diligence, see what's possible, talk to some of these e-commerce websites, see if they'd be open to it, survey them. And if the results perform, you're welcome to come back here, share that data, and then we can have a conversation from there. You're wonderful. Our door is open to you. We're excited to see what comes from it. All right. After this commercial break, we'll have another entrepreneur in the tank.
This is the great secret of my life. The thing that has made me is one word. Dude, this thing is so big. It's about the 10X movement.
The 10X movement had really improved my life dramatically.
Now I'm a millionaire because of it.
Our business was at $2 million. This year we're on projection to do $25 million.
Our revenue went up 29%.
We've already got our tickets for next year as well.
Before we even started, I could go home right now and I got my money's worth.
That's why I come to GrowthCon, and I'll always come to GrowthCon.
10X means a lot to me. 10X, like I told you, is just the beginning. 10 times more power to help those that need it the most. 10 times more power to motivate and inspire those out there. Give him a 10X!
With other people witnessing what's happening with us, is like chains are being broken from families everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you, 10X, it was a lifesaver, a life changer for me. And just because of what it's done for my family and what it's done for me.
And this is where people get stuck, and that's why we do the 10X Growth Conference, to get you out of comfort, to get you out of comparing yourself to somebody in Pakistan that has nothing. We want to make this a big event for you. Our goal is to change your lives. Welcome to your 10X Growth Conference.
So there we have it. Another tank completed. Entrepreneurs sharing their dreams, sharing their aspirations. I get the goosebumps every time somebody comes on because I know how big of a moment it is for them. Most likely they've been preparing for weeks or even for hours, or maybe the night before they were sitting down with their sister or their brother or their significant other or their spouse or their dog. And they're like, how does it sound? And they're trying to make sure that in the 5 minutes that they have in the tank, that they're able to prove that they're the right person and that they intrigue us enough, and that they intrigue you enough and prove to you that you're the right person as well. And those that accomplish that feat, they get invited to go into due diligence with us, where our executive team in a virtual environment sits down for about an hour with each entrepreneur, and we go deep. We go really deep into who they are and their idea and the market they're looking to serve and their business model. And if everything ends up working, we're going to say, let's move forward. Let's co-found, let's build, scale, and sell your vision. But as you're watching this, I want to challenge you. You can be a spectator here. We appreciate it. There's a major role in you showing up every night. But what if you're meant to become a tech founder? What if that idea that you scribbled on a piece of paper is meant to come to life? And what if you're the person that's meant to do it? Well, right now you're getting the goosebumps. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel like he's speaking directly at me. I am. And I invite you, head over to Pitch 10X. That's the number, pitch10x.com, and just submit your idea. Just do it right now before your logical mind kicks in and says that you're not fast enough or smart enough or you don't have what it takes. Before your logical mind kicks in, just do it. Fill out the application, let us review it, and maybe you'll have a chance to pitch us in the tank. So with that, thank you for being here. We appreciate your presence and your attendance. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
Which napkin will become the next exit? Which MVP will evolve into a unicorn? Which cash-flowing tech company will reach the next level? Our hope and desire is that it's yours. Your idea, your MVP, your cash-flowing tech company. Now is your time. Head over to 10xincubator.com and submit your idea so that you get on the tank and give us the chance to transform your napkin into an exit. That's 10xincubator.com. That's 10xincubator.com. Let's go.